I'm Penny, 75.
I'm standing on the balcony of my new apartment, looking at the brochure for a European river cruise. The gentle breeze carries the faint scent of flowers from the community garden below, but my mind is far away, lost in memories that still sting like fresh wounds. Just 3 months ago, I watched the moving truck drive away from the house where I'd spent 35 years of my life. That house, filled with so many memories of love and laughter, was now in the hands of a young couple with twin toddlers. It felt right, in a way, that the house would once again be filled with the sounds of a growing family. But as I watched it go, I couldn't help but think about how my own family had fallen apart. My husband, Victor, was a kind and hard working man. We'd met in our 20s and built a life together. He was an architect and I was a schoolteacher. We'd supported each other through thick and thin, and I thought our son, Ryan, would always be a part of our loving family. Ryan married a woman named Lisa, and from the beginning, I could tell she had a cold and calculating nature. She was always trying to drive a wedge between Ryan and me, and over time, she succeeded. When Victor was diagnosed with cancer, I took care of him day and night. I organized his medications, drove him to his doctor's appointments, and held his hand through the long, painful nights. But Ryan and Lisa saw it as an opportunity. Victor's funeral was a nightmare. I was standing outside the church, looking through the window like a stranger, while Ryan and Lisa accepted the condolences that should have been mine. Ryan blocked my way, saying, "You don't deserve to be here after what you put Dad through." I was stunned. Victor and I had loved each other deeply, and I'd been by his side until the very end. A week later, at the inheritance meeting, it got even worse. Ryan had invited his lawyer, Mr. Thompson, to the house. When I walked into the dining room, Ryan said coldly, "This meeting is for immediate family members only, those who actually have a stake in Dad's estate." Lisa sat there with a smug smile on her face, clearly enjoying my humiliation. I was devastated. I'd raised Ryan, loved him unconditionally, and this was how he repaid me. But as I stood there, something inside me snapped. I remembered the things Victor had said to me in his final weeks. "Trust me, Penny. I've made sure you'll be taken care of." I reached into my purse and called Victor's personal lawyer, Mr. Harris. To my surprise, his secretary said, "Mr. Harris has been expecting your call." When I met with Mr. Harris, he told me that Victor had come to see him privately over the past 2 years. He knew that Ryan and Lisa were trying to turn him against me, spreading lies and poisoning the family relationships. Victor had spent months documenting their every move, every lie they told. He created a new will that Ryan knew nothing about. In it, he left the bulk of his estate to me, his beloved wife who had stood by him through everything. Ryan was only left with $10,000, a sum that represented what he might have gotten if he'd treated me with basic human decency. The second family meeting was a showdown. Ryan and Lisa were shocked when Mr. Harris presented the real will. Ryan tried to contest it, but Victor had been meticulous. He'd had multiple medical evaluations to prove his sound mind, and the detailed documentation of Ryan and Lisa's scheming made the will virtually uncontestable. Ryan's attempt to contest the will cost him the $10,000, which was donated to the Cancer Research Foundation, where Victor had volunteered. He'd shown his true colors, and I finally realized that the son I'd loved was gone, replaced by a stranger driven by greed. Now, as I look at the cruise brochure, I feel a sense of freedom and excitement. Victor had always wanted us to take that trip, but life had gotten in the way. Now, I'm going to fulfill our dream, not alone, because I carry Victor's love with me. I've learned that forgiveness doesn't mean accepting continued harm, and family doesn't give anyone the right to destroy your peace. I'm ready to start this new chapter of my life, on my own terms. So, I'm curious. If you were in my place, what would you do? Have you ever been through something similar?
Comment below?
And meanwhile, I'm looking forward to this new adventure that lies ahead.